Look, it is 12:10 a.m. Dealing with fucking Steam and all of that other shit. Trying to get everything fucking running and working and all of that. I got so tired of the shit I just went into offline mode and just sent the rest of the shit through. Then went online whenever Steam came back available. So, you missed some shit. Sorry. But look how beautiful everything looks now. Look at that. Look how beautiful this site is. With the lights on and the absolute full spaghetti and everything. Let me shit, I didn't mean to go to the feedback site. Turn the sound back up. Actually, you know what? Ah, I missed it. Oh well. There you go. Here's ultra quality, satisfactory. You can see all the beautiful shit that's happened, all the beautiful things that are going on. The sweet ass ending. I mean, you kind of missed the ending, but that's fine. I'll give you the sights. That's my beacon in the distance. Look how it's all beautiful. Everything's all shining and glistening and shit. You know, cool. I'm about to launch this last space elevator. As much as I like enjoying the sights and whatnot, let's get the fuck out of here. Go here. Load it. The final phase of early access, employee of the planet. Delivery will unlock a small reward in the option shop. Awesome shop. Now I'm an employee of the planet. It's being sent off for its final launch. Woo! And it just stops there. And that's it. It's gone. Again, you get the beautiful lights, beautiful sound, shit like that. Etc., etc. That's better. For those of you that didn't think that my game could run on Ultra, there you go. It runs on Ultra. I just didn't want to play it on Ultra, because, well, I don't like my fucking fan and shit going crazy. Unavailable in early access, there's nothing I can do. That's the end of that. So there's that for you. And, here's the sights. Well, I guess you're not going to see it in Ultra. It's going to be 720p for you, but it's in Ultra for me. So, whatever the YouTube bit rate and everything else, restream, dialing it down to 720, this is basically what you're seeing right now. Very beautiful game, very decent graphics. I showed you one of the beautifulest sights that you could see, the nighttime, and I figured I would end it there. Let's go to the awesome shop and see what's new. We got a bunch of signs, billboards, light control panels, shit like that. And management, I got all the lift holes and shit. There's the clean pipelines, all of that with no indicators. The wall sockets, which I still don't know what the fuck they do. Foundation pieces, cool. Wall pieces, cool. Architectural, you got roof corners, structural beams, concrete pillar sets, structural frames, road barriers, the ladder that I forgot to pick up, stairs, customizer. This gives you different materials that you can craft things out of, solid patterns, all of that other bullshit. This is probably where the new item's gonna be at. Here, we got the Fix It Factory cart, which I heard was dog shit. A whole bunch of fucking music and shit. Sanctum Boombox, Sanctum 2 Boombox. Down here you got the Adequate Pioneering, pretty good. And Satisfactory Pioneering, I think this is new, I'm not entirely sure. And then the Golden Nut, which is 1,000 tickets, which I'm not gonna wait on to get. It's not gonna happen. And a whole bunch of other bullshit. Message to ABB statue. There's the Golden Nut, the confusing creature, that's the tall boy that likes to stand on shit. The lizard doggo's the one that I call it the fox, and then the silver hog's the one that always boot me off the side, the charging boy. I didn't fuck with any other animals to get, the secrets and whatnot to get the statues if there are any. But there you go. Satisfactory pioneering, cool. Equipment wise, there it is, the Employee of the Planet Cup. This limited edition cup is only awarded to those pioneers who completed the last available stage of project assembly in its early design stage. Slot goes in hands, a little shiny cup allowing extra hand or hard-working pioneers to enjoy a cup of well-deserved coffee while they wait for what the future will bring. This is like the beta nugget for Rocket League. This is your early access mug. So this is to let you know that you're in with the boys now. And besides that, that's basically what I unlocked. So the Employee of the Month, or Employee of the Planet Cup. Pretty cool. It's better than the Fix It Coffee Cup. Now I got the Big Boy Cup. We'll swap it for this to see what it does. Allows me to drink a little coffee out of it. But I want to know if this heals you or not. So let me go and take some fall damage. Does it heal? Aw, devs. You could have had this coffee thing be like an infinite health, like healing device. Sip it, and it gives you like, a health bar back or something. Even half a health bar. So, you can actually die if you run into like the nuclear beast. That would have been so worth it. Just to be able to, have something then infinite healing so you don't have to worry about the food and shit. But there you go. For completing all of that, that's what you get. Let me check this. There's nothing else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All tiers complete. Everything done. So all in all, Satisfactory was a very satisfactory game. Very good. There's some things that, I've talked about that would definitely benefit from some changes. But there's also a lot of things that, I just kinda, you ain't really gotta do much with it. I'm gonna switch all of this back to low. That basically proved my point and showed you that my shit can run on ultra just fine. I do prefer it on low though, cause that's just how I roll. It allows shit to work well. Very, very well. Because now when it's on low, I think it personally on my monitor looks better when it's on low. And it's not on completely low, but I think it looks better, at least on my monitor, on low. than it does on Ultra. But to each their own. If you have a different monitor, it might have looked better on Ultra, and now it looks like shit. Who knows? Regardless, that is the end of Satisfactory. Good game. Will I ever return for the end of it? Depends on if they delete my save or not. If they leave the spaghetti factory intact and they don't make you reset everything back from the start, maybe, maybe I come back and do this. If they do restart from the beginning, then I'm definitely not doing this again. Unless I have like some super OP mods. I'm definitely not coming back in and doing this entire factory building thing again. This is a good first experience, but I don't see the replayability in it because I've done it all. I haven't made like a super big ass fucking block in the sky looking like the fucking Death Star. I know it's a circle. Looking like the Death Star or something like that floating in the sky and shit. I haven't done that, but I'm also like, I don't need to. You don't need to do all of that to get through. Now, if they do want to delete the save, that's fine. It sucks, but it's fine. I would love to have like an abandoned hub, at least on the base or on the planet somewhere, like in each biome and each of the different, maps that you can play. I would like for there to be like some sort of abandoned base that gives you access to a decent amount of basic materials for those of us that, have played the game and have went through, all of that is satisfactory. And all you have to do is make it like, for example, grounded. Grounded, if you have a save game when you're joining in, it gives you the ability to keep your gear on you, but it resets everything else in the game. So anything you have on your body, on your person, you keep. Instead of doing that, because Satisfactory is more about the, materials and resources and all of that, I would like to get the base resources for all the machines and whatnot and everything that, I've accumulated over this time and like an abandoned factory. Just have like a actual put together factory that's run down, busted and shit. And have like inside of some of the places have like components and shit like that. Just to have, that little bit of a starter. And just have it linked to people that have gotten this golden cup. The people that have went through and, upgraded all of that, played the game, gotten the golden cup, give them the abandoned facilities. I think it would be cool and it would be a nice starter so I don't have to start out with, biomass generators and have to start, from that stage. Now, I know you're going to have to do research and all of that shit to get farther along, but I mean, if I have a good base starter kit and all of that, I can, skip that progress ahead quite a bit instead of having to, get biomass generators, go find resources, use the basic ass fucking drills and shit to get the resources, build smelters, build up the systems, do all of that other bullshit, locate, find a factory place, and then set all of that. I can just have a rundown facility that has a fuck ton of concrete, a fuck ton of plates, a fuck ton of shit to where I can just either build off of that factory if you want to allow it. If not, that's cool too. Or take those materials and then go and have, an area that I can just build up a factory on. Because starting from scratch is rough in this game, and I talk to a lot of people about it. Most people just basically speed run all the way to the fuel generator, and then they start focusing on, doing everything else around the facility. And I'm like, why not just have, one fuel generator just hooked up running? You can make it a solar generator or something, that you can just start off that's worth the biomass generator, so we ain't gotta fuck with that. A container, some shit or machines full of, concrete plates, couple of screws, shit like that. Things that we can need for, your basic set of upgrades and shit like that to kind of get the ball rolling. Now, you're super avid, players of the game and shit like that. Ooh, look at that coffee physics. The avid players of the game and all of that are probably going to reset their damn save file anyway. But I'm like, dude, not pouring on my face. That's not realistic. I played the game through once. I don't want to play the game through again and do the same shit that I've already done. Because I've done it 1,001 times. Especially playing a minimalist build. When I started off my minimalist slash spaghetti factory, I started off going back from the beginning and working my way up. And when I needed more things, I went back to the beginning. I mean, hell, towards the end of this series, I was still making the copper wire and shit, and then converting that over the cables, which is one of the first things that you do in this game. I was still making rod machines and shit like that because I made a very minimalist factory. So I've gotten the 218 hours basically out of this game, constantly going from their tier 1 shit to your high tier shit. I was still building constructors and shit like that, assemblers, manufacturers, and I just scaled up and down and all around the entire time. So I've had, again, rounded up about 220 hours worth of the factory experience. I am burnt out. I am done. Now hit me up in like, a year, maybe early if 1.0 comes out, and maybe I bring, the pros that are at the game. Maybe we bring Macho in or somebody else in that's interested in Satisfactory, and then, we co-op this shit. If it's a co-op series, I mean, I can see myself getting through to the end, because while I'm bringing lines and everything else back to the base and setting shit up, the other person could be building a facility like the other guy was, or they can be maintaining the systems on the factory, letting me know what we need. Like when I had to go back and forth and then look at one set of machines to see how much resources it needs, and then another set of machines to see how much it needs, I can just have somebody else going to half of the facility and let me know down there while I'm over here doing things like that. So everything that I done would be essentially about a third as fast. Not twice as fast, but about a third as fast. Because it's going to be a new player to the game. But I mean, cutting off a third of time of 220 hours, that's a significant chunk, you know what I'm saying? So that's, what, 70 hours that would have been cut off if I had help. And they would have been learning as I learned, so we would have been faster at it, so we probably would have cut off a good 100 hours towards the end, because we would both be constantly working. So this could have probably been done all in about 117 hours instead of 217. And like I said, the game is fine. I talked about throughout the series a couple of things that could be like quality of life and could be... That machine's doing something funny. That could be added into the actual game. And there's other things that could be added towards mods. Either way, as always, supplement your lifestyle. And as I do with every game I complete, I will be immediately uninstalling this game. Excuse me. As soon as I end stream. And do not ask me to come back to it, because I ain't coming back to it for a long time. If this game takes a while to get to 1.0 and I get caught off guard, and I'm like, Satisfactory's coming out 1.0, I might jump back on and see what's up. But if it comes out, somewhat soon, like 6 months soonish, I might say fuck it. Or I might get on with a bunch of super mods and just kind of force my way through to that point. And then we may or may not play legitimately. Not entirely sure. But anyway, I was gonna give a synopsis and all of that, but I don't feel like it. It is past midnight. I typically go to bed at 11 a.m., so my sleep schedule's all fucked up now, and I might just stay up all night just 'cause. It took me 220 hours to get through a minimalist play in Satisfactory. Now, if you take the time to build large scaled out facilities everywhere for every resource, you can definitely get this game done in about 100 hours, even probably even less than that. Because you would be putting out so much more material than I was putting out. So, there is a way to get this game done a lot faster. Don't let this 200-hour playthrough be daunting for you. I got into the game, I ended up doing long ass streams because it was fun. And now, those streams are over. I don't know what I'm going to do about streams from now on, to be honest with you, because after being away from Rocket League again and taking a break, I'm kind of content with just playing on my own off stream. I may or may not play Metal Gear Solid 5 through on stream, off stream, I'm not entirely sure. I still have Phoenix Point, which is what I was planning on playing next, but Macho bought me Metal Gear Solid, so I might fuck around with that and see if I can find some mods or some shit and have a fun playthrough that way. But beyond that, stream wise, I can't tell you if I'm going to be streaming regularly or if I'm just going to disappear and take an extended vacation, aka probably not stream for a long time. I don't know. I have not decided, and I actually do not know what I'm going to do. So if I do decide to come back and play, the usual Rocket League Dead by Daylight and then a third series, then I'll see you next time. But if I don't, then, this might be it for a while. Either way, shit was fun. Apparently, Steam has an update now and it wants me to restart and do all of that other bullshit. So, here we go. Anyway, I'm out. That's all I had to say. Very short stream. It's only been going about 20, 22 minutes, and that's because I'm windbagging this shit. We're done. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.